But look, right? Enough trolling, enough joking aside. Because let's put it like this: what Nunn said in his rounds, he wasn't joking. You know what I mean? He was dead serious. So let me, you know what I mean? I wasn't making fun of what he was saying. I'm making fun of that. The topic is actually, should another person have another man's number? Like this is where we at in the world, where people discuss and say, yo, I think it's right if he has his number. No, I think it's wrong. He shouldn't have it. Like, to me, I think that's crazy. Like, like that's insane to have a topic about that. But nonetheless, cool. That's where we at with it. I'm like, at least from all the other topics we've been discussing, this is actually better. This is actually something that was said in the battle, so I'm not mad at it. Comparing where we was at a few days ago and what we was discussing then. But here's my thing, right? Smack calling somebody his brother, right? Because this is the thing that people got to understand. You got to, first of all, you got to know universal slang, universal language, and then you got to know the person that you're talking to language, right? So we're going to hold Smack accountable, because if you walk around saying that people are your brother, some people take that as a literal sense. Some people really think when you're saying that, you really mean, you know what I mean, they are your brother as a relationship. But a lot of people refer to the word brother as, you know what I mean, like that's a brother. That's the brother. You know what I mean? He's cool. Or people use brother in regular conversation, like, you're bugging, brother. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's different ways where you could look at it, but I see people saying it because of that. So if that's the reason why y'all feel like he should have his number, then I guess I can kind of get that and understand that and agree with that. Because if you are using that terminology and somebody's taking it as, yo, you're really my brother, then why would two brothers not have each other's numbers, right? Here's the other question that I want to know, right? Because I don't think Nunn answered that in the round. Did Nunn ever ask for the number, or did he just think the number was supposed to be given to him? Right? Because that's another thing. It's crazy if you say, yo, Smack, can I have your number? He says, nah, son, you know, holla at Beasley, man. You know what I mean? Holla at Beasley, you know what I mean? Work your way up and shit. Then that's crazy. Then I feel like, okay, I see where the round came from. But if you never asked and you just thought he should just give you his number, that's, you know what I mean? Like, in his mind, Smack probably like, if you getting booked consecutively, you getting paid on time, everything is good. What do you need my number for? So it could go either way. Because some people, like, I'm pretty sure it's niggas that hold down 50. Like, I've watched it. Like, they literally hold 50 down, hold Rick Ross down, hold Drake down, hold down. They don't have their number, but they cool. They going, if they see him in the club, they gonna give them bottles. They might pay for them to hold them down. They might take care of their bills, feed them, might shoot somebody, fight somebody if they see them getting hurt, but they don't have their number. So it's kind of tricky. You know what I mean? It's kind of tricky. Pretty me candy, but I mean, that goes both ways. Smack is making him money. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Like, you can't say because somebody helps you make money or you help them make money, they have their number. Like, it's mad people that, I don't have the owner at Caffeine's number. I don't know who that is, to be honest. I don't even know his name. Do it matter? No. As long as they send that shit every first of the month, we great, baby. I don't never gotta talk to you. But I understand. See, this is the thing also, right? I think people also took that one part of what he was saying and misguided the whole message. I don't think the message is just about his number. You know what I mean? I don't think the message is not just about his number. I think it was deeper than that. I think people took that one part of it, and that's the part that blew up. But I think the message is actually deeper than just having his number. I think it's actually, you know, the booking, how often he's getting booked, who he's getting booked upon, how he's being treated. I think that is the gist of the message he was saying. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would actually like to bring him up here to ask him himself so we could talk about exactly what is it. But I think the number is just the surface level. You know what I mean? I think that's just the surface level. I don't think that was like the main gist of what he was trying to say. I feel him though. You know what I mean? Like, I always feel like if you have a big company and it's somebody that's working very hard, that's talented, and they're not getting the recognition that they deserve, they're always gonna have, you know, a gripe. And I get that in battle rap, you know, sometimes you talking to the actual league owner or the actual person you have the issue with. Sometimes people choose, because it is art, they express themselves in an art form and say it that way. So I don't think Nunn's wrong. I think he voiced his opinion. I think you know what I mean, he said how he felt, and we've all, like, a lot of battle rappers have done that. You know what I mean? A lot of battle rappers have I shot at Smack before, you know what I mean? Not about nothing serious. Like, you said I was gonna lose a battle, boom. You know what I mean? But everybody operates different. So I think if there's a real issue, right, aside from what he said, because it got a lot of oohs and ahs, but if there's a real issue, I think they should have an actual meeting. I think they really should have a conversation and see if they can figure that out. Because Nunn is a great talent. I like what he does in battle rap. You know what I mean? I like what he presents. I feel like he's had a solid career. I do feel like there's certain things he could do on his own to boost his profile up without waiting for URL. Like I feel about every artist. But, you know, at the same time, it also depends on who you getting, what's being offered to you, how it's being offered to you, what's the communication like. So I'm not going to go into the particulars because I don't know them. I was just talking about the number part, because that's the top conversation. I don't know if, you know what I mean, necessarily because you work for a company, you should have somebody's number. I don't know if that's legit. I don't know if I could agree with that. But I can agree, if Smack is calling him his brother, then yes, that would give somebody under the impression that we have a tighter relationship than we might actually have. If I'm walking around calling somebody my bro, if I'm walking around calling somebody, yo, that's my homie, that's my nigga, that's my brother, you know what I mean? Then I can understand why they be like, damn, nigga, you saying all that? I can't even call you. I can't even text you. So I get that part of it. But it's like I said, I want to talk to Nunn and see what made him say that. You know what I mean? Like, what's the reason behind that? Did you ever ask for Smack number? Did he curve you? Like, it's vague. But since that's the topic of the day, you know what I mean? I said, fuck it. You know, let's chime in on it. But nonetheless, though, also, too, while we're on the topic, we're going to actually recap the battles. But while we're on the topic, I see a lot of people say, like, I saw the Candy girl that was in here say, like, oh, you know, it's a partnership. No. Like, just to be clear, listen. It's certain people, like Murder Mook could say it's a partnership. So could Loaded Lux. They came around since the beginning. They were there when Smack was trying to come up. And my class could say it was a partnership because we was around when there was no money in this shit, when there was no venues. When you come into this now, it's not a partnership. You're coming with a machine that's already moving, URL already where it's at, sponsorships, millions of dollars invested. Like, you don't have a partnership when you enter battle rap past 2013. No, you don't. Because what do you bring to the table that's not already at the table? A partnership means two people are either coming together with money, which means they're bringing money to the table, or they're bringing talent to the table at the time when it's not been discovered or it's not been found. If you're coming to the table when something is already a ship in a float and your worth is not at the same level as the company's, it's not a partnership. In my opinion, it's not. So I disagree with that part. Like, if I already am a multi-million-dollar company and I hire you to do a job, and I'm paying you consistently to do the job, unless you buy into my company, you're investing in my company, or you become so popular and big off of my company that you could turn around and buy my company or go into the company with me, how is it a partnership? I'm paying you to do a service. That doesn't make sense. But nonetheless, you know what I mean? Like I said, if Smack was running around, Smack got to use the brother word wisely. And Nunn got to be able to assess the room and read the situation and really, I mean, we could tell even though somebody's saying they my brother if they are or not. But I respect him, you know what I mean, saying what he said, because I felt like it came from a genuine place. Like, he really needed to get that off his chest to move forward. And, you know what I mean, he had some valid shit. I like this round. As far as the battle, I think if we talking about back and forth, that was probably the best battle of the night. If we talking about back and forth. I don't think it was another battle. It was 4 battles on the card. I don't think it was maybe Danny and Soufflé. Other than that, Real Deal and Nunn was probably the best battle back and forth. I edged the battle to Nunn 2-1. Do I take points away from his third not being direct? I mean, usual in a regular situation, I would take points away from him, but I didn't take points away from him in this situation because look how hard it hit. Everybody's talking about it right now. So I didn't take no points away because it did the same thing that a round directed to Real Deal would have did. in the sense of, you know what I mean, people are talking about it. It did its purpose. I know when he wrote that round, he wanted to write that round to shake up the culture. I seen that clip have 500 retweets. You know what I mean, 300 retweets. Everybody's talking about it. I'm talking about it. It's other blogs on it. So no. Now if the round fell flat and nobody talked about it, nobody cared, it'd be like, you just wasted a whole round. I got no reaction coming at smack. You lost this round. Nah. I don't think this round affected it. But also what I want to say too is, right? And this is the thing. And people would take this like, yo, a lot of people be like, yo, DNA, you're a company guy, you're this, you're that. But it's not that. I've been around battle rap for so long, and I know the business. So it's different when you know the business opposed to when you're just the artist. And I want to give this message out to a lot of battle rappers that are not on the top tier level, because this is an imperative, important message. Always remember, you could be great as you want to be. If you are not a ticket seller or a household name, that always will put a ceiling on your worth. Never judge why your opportunity didn't come on how good you are. Judge it off of how much of a draw. One thing you can say about Easy the Block Captain is whatever he says or does, people get in the uproar about it. When Loaded Lux comes to battle rap, the culture is in the uproar. When Murder Mook, whether you like him or not, when he says he wants to battle, everything stops, and people that don't watch battle rap on a regular basis tune in to see Murder Mook. When Sue Surf battles, shit stops. When Tay-Rock gets on stage, you want to hear about it. When K-Shine is tweeting or saying whatever he's saying, they're getting more tweets than certain people's battles. I used all those individuals as an example to say, and don't do that. I hate when people do that. When I use certain people's name, you say, but this person. I'm not saying that's it. I'm saying those are the first people that came to my mind that I used. It's a lot. It's a lot of us that can do that. I'm just saying the first people that came to my mind to create the analogy. The analogy is, if you don't have that power, stop judging your opportunity based on how good you are, and equate how good you are to how much of a drawer you are. When you complain, everybody's going to get behind you. Everybody's going to go, yo, man, that's fucked up. Why they doing that? Why they doing that? But then if they say, okay, cool, they complaining, let's put this nigga on Summer Madness. Those are going to be half or 70% of the same people that go, yo, I don't want to see this. So they're behind you when you're complaining, but are you a big enough draw that when you're not on the card, your name is going to run down under all the comments and they say, yo, why is he not on the card? If that's not happening, then you got to understand, people think you could be talented at shit. And this is sad. I wish talent got everybody where they wanted to go. I'm a firm believer of that. If you nice, you nice, but that's not the world we live in. It's a lot of people that's nice that'll never be heard of. So my whole thing is, what are you going to do, right? Because it's a such thing as the it factor. After being nice, you have to have the it factor. The it factor is the other intangibles that go with just being nice. He's marketable. He knows how to talk his shit. He's a good promoter. He gets a lot of views. He knows how to engage with the what are you bringing to the table? So my whole thing is, because it's not just Nunn. I see a lot of people going off right now. A lot of people are upset. And I get the discrepancy, and I get, you know what I mean, their stance. But also always remember, it's not just being good. And I think sometimes everybody doesn't look across the board like, okay, am I marked? This is what I ask people all the time. Are you reaching the best version of you to your highest potential? If the answer is no, don't be mad at the next person if you're not putting in all the work you could be in. Because personally, if it was up to the fans, a lot of fans, I wouldn't still be here. If it was up to URL, they ain't marking me like the trophy boy or nothing, but I don't let nobody else determine what's my destiny. I don't wait on nobody else. I don't let nobody else, I'm going to go make this move. I'm going to go promote this. I'm going to network here. I'm going to figure this out. Everybody don't got that within them. And you need to get it in pause. Like, you need to get with it, because you can't wait on everybody. You can't wait on nobody to get where you got to go. And people go, yo, but how is that possible if it's the league? Yo, Believe it or not, the league moves on what's hot. If you generate enough traction, they gonna go with what the people are saying. If your name is the number one thing that the people is talking about, you will be contacted. If it's not from URL, it's from another league. When you in demand, you in demand. Period. Point blank, period. I just, fortunately, I've been able to make myself in demand inside and outside of battle rap. Some people know how to do that. I think everybody could do it. It's just certain people don't go about the necessary means of doing it in battle rap and out battle rap. It's not that I'm different. I made myself different, bro. It's no handouts. It's nobody saying URL didn't promote me like they promote Surf or Tay-Rock. Never did. And I don't take it no way. Because they're going to promote what's sellable for their company. Could I be the face of URL, me personally? No. My style doesn't allow me to, you know what I mean, to do that. And I understand that. So I'm not tripping. I get it. It's business. But at the same time, they don't determine my ceiling. They don't determine how far DNA's career goes or how far DNA elevates or how much DNA control. I won't allow anybody to do that. So when you just sit around waiting for somebody to call, waiting for somebody else to make something happen, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. That's like waiting on your steps for a lottery ticket. That shit the wind might blow that shit on your doorstep. Or that shit might never come. And you might have to go to the store and play the Powerball and, make shit happen. Period. On another note,